Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm going to review these 3 yarns. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. They are the brand Yarn Bee and I have not used any of these, so let's get started. So the yarn ID here, color is Red Brick, 5 ounces, 252 yards. It has the Okotex standard on it and it is 142 grams. And 230 meters. It is 80% acrylic and 20% polyamide. It is a medium 4 weight. Calls for an eye or a 5.5 mm hook. I did get these on sale. This is $5.99 if it's not on sale. So I'm going to start with this one and work up a little bit of a swatch. It does feel very densely wound, so I'm going to put these to a side for now and check out this yarn ID. The reason I picked these 3 up is Hobby Lobby is getting more and more of their brand of things in. I thought, why not give them reviews when I have the chance? So I'm going to get an eye hook, just a clover hook, 5.5 mm. Just going to work up some stitches and see how this is. This feels pretty, like I said, it's a dense or more ropey type yarn. It is spun pretty tightly. See that? It is, that's probably where the boing comes from in it. There are 4 plies to it, but it is very tightly wound. It feels a lot like their I Love This Yarn line. There is a difference in feel though. It is less soft. Not to say that it's not soft. It does feel like it is wound tighter than the I Love This Yarn. The polyamide does change the way it feels. I Love This Yarn is 100% acrylic, so the polyamide does change the feeling. I do have some I Love This Yarn sitting right next to me, so I will bring it up here in just a second so I can compare the 2 side by side. This yarn has very muted tones. So if you like the muted tone type palette, you will love this yarn. I liked all of the colors personally. I thought they were very nice. It's very easy to work up. I think there will be minimal splitting on this yarn because of the way it is wound or spun. It has good stitch definition as well. This would be good for textured stitches. Be good for cabling. So the recent videos I've had out lately, this would be good for. Let me grab I Love This Yarn. There's fuzz stuck on it. So I've been working with this print, which I really like, and it doesn't look bad with the yarn ID as well. So you can see that the I Love This Yarn is wound a little bit looser. Let me pull the end out. Well, maybe. Here we go. See, that unraveled way quicker than this one. The yarn ID is spun a lot more. It is slightly, ever so slightly larger. And this one, you can definitely tell that it would have more drape if you worked with it. This one is more springy and it's just a denser yarn, more dense yarn. It's nice. I think it's nice. The yardage is good in it, 252 yards. And like I said, the colors are nice and muted, so if you like that calmer palette, the calmer tones. I can definitely see making something up with this like a garment, because I feel like it would really have nice structure to it. I like it. Price $5.99. What did I pay for the other one? Well, this is older, so this one says $4.99, but they might have raised their prices. I've had this quite a while. I mean, price-wise, it's pretty similar to everything else out there. I wouldn't say it's a great deal, but if you get it on sale, it might be good. Next up, we have some Alpaca Twist. This stuff is very fuzzy, so if you hate fuzzy yarn, don't pick this up. But it does have a beautiful halo to it, and it is nice and soft. This is 3.5 ounces, 175 yards. Color on this is Sage. This is 100 grams, 160 meters. Calls for a K crochet hook. It is 90% acrylic and 10% alpaca. It is a worsted weight 4. Is calling for a K hook. The alpaca keeps coming off on my skin and staying there, so if I have it stuck on my skin, you know why. I picked this up because I thought it went good with the other two colors. Okay, the end here, it's definitely a 2-ply. You can see those fibers. It's a loose 2-ply. Yarn Bee Alpaca Twist. And it said a K hook, so I have my K clover here. I think this one will work up quicker than the Yarn ID. Although if you wound this tighter, I can definitely see it being a 4. But with this halo, it's more like a 5. They even are recommending the hook to be larger, so. While the yarn is smaller, the halo brings out the need to move up in hook size. I mean, it's soft. I definitely feel the grab of the fibers though, so that's the alpaca. And they are grabbing my skin, but my skin is dry, as we all know. If we've spent 2 seconds here, we know my skin is dry. It is nice, and I like it. The stitches that you do in this will be a little bit lost because of that halo. The halo will hide your stitches a little bit, so keep that in mind when you're choosing projects that may have complicated stitches that you want to see more. This yarn will show them less. Is where the Yarn ID would show the stitches more. It's a nice halo on it. If you have a hard time working with yarns that have halos, you can always choose a patterning that you would go into spaces instead of stitches. And there are plenty of them. The granny stitch is one. it is nice and squishy though. As I'm working it up, I feel it in my hands. It has a nice squish factor. Looks nice. I like it. I think it would make a good garment because of the squish. It would be nice and cozy if you did a sweater in this. I think you can see the stitches pretty well in it. The halo is not interfering too much. I'm going to frog this in just a minute so that you can see how it rips out. Because this one could give you issues with the fibers in it. Let's take a look. I think it's very nice. I like it a lot. So I'm going to wait on pulling it out right now and check out the next one. The next one is Chromatic Spectrum. This is also by Yarn Bee, $5.99. The price on Alpaca Twist is $4.99. So this is 4 ounces, 357 yards. That's a lot of yardage. Color is Aztec Sandstone. 113 grams, 192 meters. It is a lightweight 3, 100% acrylic, and it calls for a G-hook. So this is a marl yarn. It's nice and soft. Grab the end here. These are beautiful colors. Very muted fall tones. I really like them a lot. So this is a marled yarn, which means there are 2 different plies and they are different colors. So we have one that is a cream sort of peach color, and then it starts out with this sort of a greeny olive, but it is also goldenish, and it transitions into different colors as you move up the yarn. And you can see in my little pile here that I pulled out that there's green mixed in up here, and then like a reddish tone up here. There's yellows, orange, brown. Beautiful. This yarn is gorgeous. Aztec Sandstone is the colorway on this. So it is a 2-ply, and it says it's a 3-weight, but honestly it's a heavier 3-weight. I think this could work with some 4s. It's a nice yarn. It's beautiful. This is a 4.0 mm hook, a G. That's what the yarn calls for. Oh, I like this one a lot. Simply for the colors. I love marled yarn. It is one of my favorites. It makes my attention much greater in projects because the colors keep me interested. Oh, this is very nice. There were a lot of colors in this as well. I feel like at least 6, and there was a wide variety. I selected, I think, the most muted tones that I can remember anyway. It's been a couple of weeks since I picked this up. I did have a yarn from Yarn Bee years ago. I think it was called Dazzle, and it had sparkle throughout. It was very similar to this. I still have that yarn because I liked it so much. Sometimes I will hang on to yarns that I like a lot and not use them just so that I can enjoy them visually. Because once I use them, they're gone. So this is very nice yarn. Out of the three, this would be my favorite. It has a nice squish factor to it too. Difficult stitching or complicated stitching would be lost with this yarn though, so keep that in mind. If you do something fancy with your stitches, you're not probably going to see it because of this marl. It blends right in, so I would stick to simple stitches with this yarn. I like this one a lot. This is hands down my favorite. So I'm going to frog this, see how it frogs or rips out. And it is perfectly fine. So leave that. I'm going to grab the Alpaca Twist and rip some out of it. So going slower, of course, on this type of yarn, you always want to make sure you don't go too fast. If you go too fast, you're definitely going to have problems. When you get to a problem like this, pull it apart a bit. Because if you keep pulling, it's going to keep grabbing on itself. So that's not bad though. That's not bad at all. Let me grab yarn ID. I don't think I'll have a problem with it. No. See the fuzz sticking to me? Ooh, that was on my thumb. No, no problem with this one either. So, very nice yarns. I think they go nice together. I think the colors in the Chromatic Spectrum are spectacular. I really like that. I really like that a lot. There's a Hirschner's yarn that is like that I've been wanting, and I haven't been able to purchase it yet. But I love marled yarn, so yeah, I like all three of these. I think I would all pick them up all again. I think they're worth buying. I think that the colors go well together, even though they're not all the same weight. These two say they're a 4 and this one says it's a 3, but do I think they could be worked together? Yeah, I do. I really do. If you don't mind a little bit of difference in the fabric, I think all three of these could go together. If you didn't want to work them all together in the same project, you could do like a set of things because they all go well together. Like the pencil holders that I have shown you. I have two different tutorials. This one is a linked stitch, and that would be beautiful in the yarn ID, I think. And then this other one, it's all the fall things container cover, and that would be good in any of them, quite frankly. So yeah, I like all of these. I would probably give them all an 8 out of 10. None of them are super duper soft, but I like all of them. I think they're all above par as far as yarns go. So the Chromatic Spectrum is definitely my favorite. Which one do you like best? Let me know in the comments below. So go check them out at Hobby Lobby. They're all available there. And check out the different colors, because there are a lot more brighter colors in the Chromatic Spectrum for sure, but there are different colors in all of these yarns. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time, guys.